What's going on, family? Black Feniks checking in. I'm at the headquarters right now working on my HogOn Cafe staircase. So, like I say, with this project, I want everything to be handmade, like literally from start to finish. And I want it to be for my own type of design. So I'm about to get a little closer so that way you can really kind of see. But I've been laying out my own design and the way I want it. And as you see, when you're laying out your staircase, especially if you're making one yourself, you want to get your rise, how tall you know your staircase is going to be. And then what you do is, once you figure out how tall you want it, like this one is going to be 9 foot. So from here to here is 9 foot. That's the top of the container. That's the top of where the staircase is going to go. So then I did my run. So on this one, I wrote it down. This one, my run is 163 inches and a quarter. So that's my run on that one. And like I say, I just did my own little pattern that I came up with for my regular staircases that I sell for my RVs and manufactured homes. It's just this one. You can see, it's in my layout. So I like the way I came up with it. So with this one, I'm gonna have two handrails coming here, which actually when I do these, I put another one there. But with this one being so long, I have one at the top and then I have one going down with this design right here. So with this one, I got to make two of them. So what you do is you lay out your first one. And once you lay out your first one and get all your pieces cut and tacked in, then you lay out your second one right on top of it. That way it'll be easy to duplicate. It'll be like a no-brainer. You don't have to think about measurements. You just grab another piece, knock it out. So, but this is what I'm doing. Like I say, I wanted everything on this project is going to be done by me. I didn't really certain things I'm gonna buy, like the roll-up door, my doors, but the framing, the staircase, the seating, the cutouts, the handrails, the deck on the top that I'm gonna put on it. It's all gonna be designed by me. So it's all gonna be designed by HogOn Welding. I want to have my own style. I don't want no one to say, "Ooh, they got that from us." No, I did not. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have something that's completely different because I want to showcase what we can do and what I can also teach in the HogOn Cafe. So the HogOn Cafe isn't just gonna be like just a bar where you just hang around and do drinks, nothing like that. It's gonna be start off as a small retail slash concession slash advertisement and doing tutoring. So I'm gonna have a 5 by 8 by 9 foot section in there where it'll be two booths at the end where I can actually train two people at one time, or I can be able to be on one side while the other person's on the other side. But I'm gonna have it where we can actually be separated for those who may have issues, due to the pandemic situation. So I'm gonna make it pandemic proof, so to speak. Where when I'm doing the classes, if a person want to keep their distance, keep their deal, and we talk through the glass, keep a separation, but still be able to get their training and still be able to have someone there hands on. That's kind of what I want to do. So, like I say, today I'm working on this. Just wanted to give you another up close. And a lot of the information when you working on your rises and landings, you can get online. So a lot of stuff you can Google. One that I like actually is My Carpenter. They give a lot of good information out on My Carpenter. You can get a lot of good stuff because a carpenter, to me, and a welder can run hand in hand. But when a carpenter cut his wood, he could only cut it once. He messed up, it's done. See, if we cut a piece of metal, we could actually fix the metal if needed. But the same techniques they use to do carpentry stuff, we can do the wood, and we can do it in metal. Sometimes some of the degrees and angles and the way they make stuff can be kind of a little difficult when we're doing it in metal. But what I have learned, if you lay it out or get whatever you're trying to do, if someone did it in wood and you lay it out like what I'm doing here, it'll be easy for you to get your pieces and figure out your angles, because sometimes you get caught up and get confused with, hey, what degree is that? That's a 45, that's a 32, that's a 25, that's a 27, because it's a lot of the different degrees, as you see, and then you got to keep them. So I think that it's just good to keep it simple and just start off from knowing your height, your rise and your run, and then work on how you want to lay it out and design it, to make it what you need it to be. So this is, like I say, this is just the layout so far, and this is going to be for the HogOn Cafe that I'm working on coming up here soon. It's going to be in OKC. Honestly, when you're doing MIG welding in the garage, man, I'm gonna keep it real with you. It's one good one that can save you some money. If you can't find a good Lincoln one, because you can find a good Lincoln 140, you can find a good Miller. I'm not a good. I mean, the Lincoln 140 or 135 is good, but Hobart got one that if you want to buy you a new unit, that Hobart 140 is excellent. So that's a good one for shop, garage, and also you don't have to go with gas unless you want to. I would say go with flux core wire. That way you can burn harder and you have a little bit higher penetration. Yes, actually you can. I actually have consultations when it comes to that. So if you're interested in getting more advice on business and how to do certain things on that level, I have a consultation. But you can hit me up, email, and we can talk about it. That's HogOn Welding at gmail.com, HOGON at gmail.com, or you can reach out and you can call me. So I have a number. I forgot the number right now off the top of my head, where I can give you, where you'll be able to call me, like, to do consultations. So I have a consultation fee. So, but like I say, it ain't stupid crazy, but it's most definitely worth it because of the information that I'm gonna be giving you, to set your business up, to get things established, to help you think outside of the box. The money and the time I have wasted and spent and getting my things together, man, it can save you a headache. Before I let you go, I had someone ask me one time. Well, I'm gonna say this wrong. I said that wrong. Someone told me one time before I got released from prison, an older gentleman, and he said, "What is best? Is it better for you to learn from your own mistakes, or is it better for you to learn from someone else's mistakes?" And I said, being young at the time, I said, man, it's better to learn from my own mistakes because I experienced and I know what I did wrong. I don't really know what that person did. And then he said, I remember him lowering his glasses and looking at me and saying, son, it's better to learn from other mistakes than your mistakes, because you won't live long enough to learn from all of your mistakes. So when you see someone else go left and it busted their head and hurt them, then you should know, okay, well, maybe on this one I can go right. I'm gonna watch their mistakes. So sometimes, man, that's why consultations and seminars from people who really know what they're doing can save you a lot of time and money, because they have already experienced it. They have lost the money, they have made the money, they have bumped their head, they have did things that you don't even have to do. It can kind of save you a whole lot of time. So it's good to do that, man. I think that's important. So yes, 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 that's one you can hit me on, most definitely. Yes, wisdom is from learning from your mistakes. You better believe it. You better believe it. Like I say, man, there's a lot that you can do once you think outside of the box. I like to say, once you start thinking outside of the box, you'll realize that you'll set no limit on yourself. The only limits you have are the ones you set on yourself, like literally. Like, I like to say, they said, it's an old proverb that says, a broken spirit who can bear? Because if a person's spirit is broken, if they have given up, there's nothing you can do. But if they still got some fight in them, if they still want to do something, and they look and say, man, I failed a couple times, but I know I got some. I just need to know what I need to do. That person, once they get the right information, they'll take off. But if they broken already and they say, you know what, I'm bitter, I'm done. So and so beat me, and this person took advantage of me, because it happens, man. I mean, life is what it is, man. People are vultures, man. Man, people are vultures, man. You know, it's just what it is. So we don't have the comfort of knowing that we're gonna have someone that's, oh, we can confine in, or we can do business with, and everything just gonna be okay. Because even business gonna go left field. And to be honest with you, I have had better street business deals than business deals when I was, because at least in the streets we got principles and values. We know, hey, I ain't gonna cross you, you ain't gonna cross me. But when you doing business, man, you better make sure you signed it, or you got some paperwork, or you did something, because they'll beat you and then look at you like, oh, you should have signed the paperwork, even though they know what they did was wrong. Like, they know they beat you. You look like, man, really? They know they beat you, and they'll be like, well, you signed it. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, like, business is cruel, man. So you got to learn it. So I would advise, for those who are jumping in business and don't really know too much about it, find you someone you can get a consultation from, visit from. You can ask some questions. You can actually get some meat from before you start, because you want to build your foundation on a rock and not sand. HogOn.